Every Sikh Gurdwara, a blessing of food is offered to all visitors. No one is turned away. A handful of this sweet delicacy offered to each visitor is called Karha Prashad. It is a special confection of equal parts clarified butter called ghee, sugar, and whole coarse wheat flour. These three ingredients, used in equal parts, transform under the chef's skillful watch. Let's see how the chefs and volunteers of the day ensure that the 240,000 daily visitors are offered this blessing. The sugar is dissolved in hot water in a separate cauldron. The flour and clarified butter are roasted in one cauldron, moving the mixture continuously with a long oar-like utensil used for stirring, so it cooks evenly without burning. Rhythmic sounds of the scraping signal the dual purpose of cooking the wheat and keeping it from sticking to the pot. The wheat-ghee mixture forms a golden mass. Quick, patient, and persistent movements of the kurpa, the prashad is once again formed into a solid, glistening and entreating. The halai makes patterns in the prashad during its final stages, continuing the blending of ingredients. The consistency is firmer than pudding yet more malleable than dough. It is perfect for offering and eating by hand. The Karha Prashad is ready to share with the sangat, the community. An empty tin from the ghee is creatively fashioned into a baler. The prashad is deftly scooped up and poured into wide, two-handled buckets. Two men lift the bucket, one on each side, and carry it off. A queue of helpers form, creating a smooth chain of movement, handing off the bucket to the next pair until it reaches the smaller kitchen. The residue of the cooking is cleaned immediately, preparing for the next batch. One cauldron serves 5,000 to 6,000 people. The prashad is transferred into more manageable salvers and covered with a cloth. The sevadar, balancing the salver on his head, carries it through the crowd and places it carefully on its platform. A second sevadar uncovers a portion at a time and distributes it by hand. The prashad is received respectfully by each visitor with hands cupped together. The offering and receiving of Karha Prashad is a vital part of Sikh hospitality. Each visitor is offered a handful served from the same bowl to each person. The prashad is meant to be eaten right away, but one can take prashad home to share with others. You may make a donation and receive a smaller platter of prashad. This platter is added and combined with the prashad that others have offered. The volunteer takes a small amount of that mixed prashad, places it in a small bowl made of leaves, and gives it to the donor, who can then take it home or share it with others at the Gurdwara. This mixing together of the prashad symbolizes the equality of all humanity. What is the process of preparing a vegetarian meal for 60,000 people? The menu for the day at the Golden Temple Kitchen usually consists of dal, lentils, sabzi, vegetables, and kheer, rice pudding. The rotis, the flatbreads, are made in two different locations. The food at the Golden Temple is simple and delicious. It is made and served with love and devotion, and can be a moving experience to partake and to participate. Today we focus on the preparation of dal, lentils, the main source of protein for the Guru Kalangar. For a chef at the Golden Temple Kitchen, the day begins at night. The first batch of lentils begins at midnight and is completed just before 5 a.m. Serving begins after 8 a.m. About 5 such large batches would be needed to feed over 60,000 people. There are 2 kitchens and several cauldrons in use at a given time. The volume of ingredients is a sight to behold. And even after you hear the numbers, it's still difficult to imagine the scope of the cooking operation. A large cauldron of lentils can feed about 12,000 people. Cooking that amount of lentils takes 3 to 4 hours. And these ingredients: 500 pounds of lentils. 2 types of lentils are mixed together. Also included are 60 pounds of onions, 18 pounds each of garlic and ginger, 25 pounds of ghee, clarified butter, 25 pounds of salt, and an equal amount of turmeric and ground spices, 2 pounds of chili powder. The lentils are rinsed and drained 3 times. From a tap directed over the cauldron, about 5 times as much hot water is added as the lentils are transferred to the cauldron. After the lentils have cooked for about 1½ hours, the other ingredients are added. If many more guests arrive, another type of quick-cooking lentil is used to make the process less time-consuming. There are 18 head chefs at the Golden Temple kitchen. 2 chefs take 24-hour shifts. On a given day, a Golden Temple Havai is not only creating meals for thousands, but he is also training volunteers who arrive at Harmindar Sahib eager to give their time. Anyone can volunteer and expect the gentle guidance of the Halvai. To each Halvai, this is a blessing, to be able to spend his hours creating meals to feed thousands of visitors who daily touch the Golden Temple grounds. About the indeterminable number of people who show up on a given day to eat, each chef will tell you, "We never run out of food, thanks to the Sangha, the community." When a person comes to eat, no reservation is needed. No bill is given. Anyone can choose to donate any amount at several places around the Golden Temple complex, or even online. Some purchase food and bring it, called Prasad, to the Golden Temple. Sometimes a single family sponsors langar for the entire day. This tradition of langar, begun by Guru Nanak and established in this place centuries ago by Guru Ram Das, has sustained and continues to thrive in Gurdwaras across the world.